President Ali Bongo, thank you for talking to Al Jazeera.
It's a pleasure.
Many, especially those in the opposition, see you as a continuation of your father's rule. Now, you've been defense minister under his government, and he's ruled this country for over 40 years. To those who say this, what do you have to say to them?
Well, simply that I am the one that can make real change. It's not because I'm my father's son that I have the same name that I'm my father. He's Omar, I'm Ali. You know, all the time, all the policy, it's a time for change. And this is exactly what I'm bringing people. I know, because I know how the system has been working, I know how to improve it. And this is exactly what I'm proposing to my people.
What change are you suggesting?
Well, firstly, it is fair to say that thanks to the policies of my predecessors, you know, President Leon, founder of the Republic, and my father, I can now concentrate more on matters of really importance, such as the economy. We have to diversify our economy. We have to create jobs. You know, we have to focus on, education, more on training programs. All these things are really what we need now, and that can bring the change that is needed.
Now, we've been to different neighborhoods of Libreville. We went to Quebec, where a lot of people voted for you, and they referred to you as Ali, and we've also been to other neighborhoods where people voted for Jean Ping. To those who don't accept the Constitutional Court ruling and who are protesting, like the opposition leader Jean Ping, what do you have to say to them?
Well, I have to say that first, the system, our system is good, it's fair, and then we need to sit together to see how we can improve the system. And this is something that is going to be done, all together. So that's why I'm reaching out to them and say, well, let's sit down now. We've been talking for years that we need to change the system, we need to change the law, but let's do it now. So I'm going to call all the different political forces, and then we're going to sit down and see what needs to be done to improve, our political system, and we will reach a consensus.
Now, Jean Ping was working with you. He was part of the same government with you under your father's rule. Did it come as a surprise that he joined the opposition and ran against you during this presidential election?
Well, it was a surprise when he decided to join the opposition, because we had no indication how he felt about it, But, well, it's not the first time it has happened. It has happened to my father, it's happening to me. Every time that we're facing election, we have people that used to be with us, running against us. But he and some of his partners, they represent the past. They represent the past, and they were going to bring back, all what we really want to turn our back to. I was the candidate of equal chance, giving really every Gabonese a chance to really make it. I'm not the candidate, to restore privileges, and this is exactly what Jean Ping and his friends wanted to do. So the big change compared to what has been happening all these previous decades, I'm the one to bring that, especially to really focusing on education and training programs, really give a chance to every Gabonese. It's not that because you're the son of. When I ran, the campaign, I said that I'm there to say that you make it to the top not because you're the son of, but because really solely on merit, and that's really what's important.
This was a close race, no matter what the conversation was. Your score was close to Jean Ping's score.
Indeed. And
it seems like the country is a bit divided as it stands. How are you going to reach out to the opposition?
Well, we after the election, the tension, goes down, and then when the time comes, we will sit down, really to discuss about the future of our country, the economy, politics, And I have good indication that, some leaders also want a peaceful country. They want to live in peace, no more conflict, and they're ready, to sit down. So most of us are ready to do that. Gabonese people are really peace-loving people, and the tensions that we've had, in the campaign, will fade away, and we'll find a way to discuss among ourselves.
Now, what about the international community? Now, France, the former colonial power, at the previous election in 2009, President Sarkozy was quick to congratulate you. This time around, they weren't as warm, it seems. Are you breaking away from something that has been going on under your father?
One has to understand that what I really need the most is the support of my people. The international community doesn't cast a vote here. They don't vote. Gabonese people do. So I'm accountable to them. They're the ones to give me my job or take it away. And they are the ones that I'm accountable to. So this is really what's important for me.
How has the drop of oil in the international market affected your economy that is so much based on oil exports?
Well, we've been through that before. So back in 2009, when I took over, I decided to really focus on diversification of our economy, and thank God we did that. The level, the importance of oil in our GDP has dropped from around 50% now to 25%, because we really focused on the non-oil sector, and with success. So although we're suffering, we are not in a recession, as some countries dependent on oil over 80%. We've had successful programs when it comes to diversification of our economy. And this is what we are really going to accelerate, because in the wood sector, mining sector, agriculture, there are other areas where we really can make a difference and continue to lower the importance of oil in our economy. It's not that we're glad to have some oil, but we're hopeful that prices are going to go up. But until then, we have to work very hard, not to be so dependent.
Now, you're also a country that has enormous 4G penetration. You have young people that have 2 or 3 mobile phones I've seen on the streets, but there seems to be some problem with the internet at the moment when it's cut out in the evening. Why is that? Why the need to shut down the internet?
I think it has to do with sometimes, as you said, Gabonese have, 2, 3, 4, mobiles. So I think it was mostly jammed up, but we're really working on it, so that everything will get back to normal.
There seems to be a feeling of fear, even among some of your supporters. What do you have to say to reassure those that are worried for the future of this country?
First, everybody has been able to notice that the proclamation by the Constitutional Court did not lead to more violence. So everything is going back, as business as usual, normal. And then I will, in a few days, appoint a new cabinet, and I will reach out to all the political forces to join the cabinet.
Including Jean-Ping? Would you reach out to him to join your cabinet?
I've already done that. So far he's turned down my proposal, but I've done that. And we will really reach out to all the forces and then work together to develop, our country, develop the economy. What is important for us, and because this is a challenge for most African countries, because, we have 60% population under 35, so we have to create a lot of jobs. So and employment is very important. We have been able to triple the number of, jobs created in the country. We need again, to make an effort in order for us to be able to to take kids away from unemployment. But also important is food security. So that's why we have an important project, when it comes to agriculture. Based also the problem with the environment, we have to be careful today to make sure that we'll be able to feed our people.
President Ali Bongo, thank you very much.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you.